Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately is how do you redefine yourself after something that has been such a part of your life, that has been so influential and so foundational to who you are, is no longer a factor in your life. And this can take a variety of shapes. This could be a person in your life. It could be the loss of a relative. It could be the end of a relationship or a friendship. It could be the changing of a career. It could be a move. And in my case, it's something maybe somebody wouldn't expect of a person at this phase in my life. But it is my identity as a student. I've been a student for about the last 40 years, and I've been in college for the last 24 years. And a lot of people go to college for a long time. To quote Tommy Boy, yeah, they're called doctors. But not a lot of people go to school for as long as I did. And on one hand, that's been a huge privilege and has been something that I've really loved and that has really shaped who I am. It's been a container that I've existed within. It's given me structure. It's given me purpose. It's, guided my career in some ways. But now it's no longer a part of who I am. I finished my doctorate recently, and I'm so excited to have that behind me because it was grueling. And now I am just here and just trying to figure out what's next. And without this identity to fall back on, without that 10% student discount, without being able to even have that as an excuse for why I'm too busy to do something or why I can't show up for something that might be an external expectation. I'm now really needing to navigate, maybe for the first time consciously ever, and certainly for the first time as an adult, who I am, what I am, where I'm going, and what I want to do with myself. And I still don't know the answer for sure. I've had a lot of external feedback. There's plenty of people on the internet who will say, oh, just, sit down and do some journaling, or, oh, just work with this career coach or work with this life coach. And I'm not saying that those things aren't helpful. I'm sure they're quite helpful. But for me, I think what's on the horizon for me is just trying to be, just trying to sit here and be a human who doesn't have to be productive, who doesn't have to be identifying as anything, a student, an employee, a worker bee. I can just exist, and I can just be here, and that's enough. That feels very, like, even as I'm saying it, I almost feel like I'm itching, like I need to scratch something. But I think that just shows how deep this sort of hustle culture, or this cultural value of productivity, has been ingrained in me, and is ingrained in general in society. And I guess I don't think I can just quit my job, leave everything, and become a nomad and and live in the mountains or something, which, I don't even live near mountains. I wouldn't even know how to survive in the mountains. But I guess all of this rambling is to say that I'm trying to resist that temptation to immediately jump into something else. I certainly have a career change in my future. I certainly have a pile of things that have been stacking up over the last bazillion years that I've been telling myself that I would get to once I finally graduated. And I will start to address some of those things. But I'm also not trying to just fill that void to fill it. Let's just let that void be there. And let me just fill that void with me rather than filling it with a new hobby or a new social group or a new thing that I'm trying to learn or a new anything. I'll probably mess that up. I'll probably do exactly what I just said that I wouldn't do. But now that I can officially say I'm a washed up college student of over 20, no longer college student of over 20 years, I guess I'm okay to grieve that loss a little bit and to create space for what's next without rushing toward anything definitively. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And if you have anything in your life that has recently left a gap of any sort, I'd love to hear about it. And let me know how you're thinking about the refilling of it. Are you feeling like you can create space to just to create space to see what happens naturally? Are you struggling with that urge to fill your time, fill your thoughts, fill your energy with something new? Or are you able to hold that space? I'd love to hear in the chat.